Alrighty, hello and welcome back, everybody. Sir Adrian here to film the British Empire's turn, our current game of Global War 1914, titled Operation Tannenberg, where we are currently in the summer 1915. And I can tell you this promises to be a very interesting turn. One quick housekeeping item. This cash and carry artillery that was bought by the British last turn, so that should have been delivered at the end of the US's turn. Um, yeah, so that would have left New York, through here, through there, through here, and been delivered. I'm not sure if it has to take the shortest route possible. If not, we'd have it delivered in London. I don't think it has to take the shortest route, but that's fine either way. If it does, we'll have it delivered to the major factory in northern England, which is fine. Alrighty. So let's see. Not sure if cruiser raiders can be hit by seaplanes. Sorry, just want to double check that. I don't think so, but let's see. Okay, so just ships. I didn't think. Yeah, okay. All right, so we have 32 IPPs to spend. We'll spend all of them. We'll buy an airship for 5, an artillery for 5, 3 infantry units. Oh, that shouldn't be British. That's an Italian mountain infantry. We're lend-leasing them. 4 infantry, actually. A colonial upgrade, and then we'll attempt to influence Bulgaria and Romania. So we'll go ahead and do that. Actually, we'll do tech rolls first. So we have 2 major factories. We'll go for wartime economy. That's a 7. So success. So the British complete wartime economy. Fantastic. And we'll go for defense in depth. And that's a 1. Unfortunate, but 1 out of 2, not bad. Alrighty, see if maybe we have that same luck here. So this green dice will be for the Bulgarians. This blue dice, that will be for the Romanians. So we miss on Bulgaria, but we get a success on Romania, which is nice. So Romania moves from stage 2 down to stage 1. So that was also pretty successful. All right, so attacks. Uh, we really have one big attack, which is why I said things will be quite exciting, and 2 smaller ones. So we'll get the smaller ones out of the way. So we'll have an attrition attack from Punjab into Afghanistan. We'll go ahead and roll that on a 1. That's a miss, so nothing there. Excuse me. We will have this torpedo boat destroyer. We'll move 1, 2. It will attempt to target the cruiser raider. So this is going to be on a 1 as well. Because these reduce from an attack value of 4 down by 3. Huh. Well, otherwise I would have been hit, but no such luck. The cruiser raider will get to retreat, but of course he gets to fire back on a 1 as well before that. And he misses. So we'll just move him down here. I imagine it doesn't matter. He's in range of anything he could raid regardless. All right, for the big attack that I was excitedly waiting for, it's got a few different phases. Well, actually, we'll start with a separate attack. So this airship in West or Eastern Egypt, sorry, is gonna leave there, fly 1, 2, 3, attempt to bomb the major factory in Constantinople, and then it will go 4, 5, and land with the last of its movement in southern Greece during the non-combat movement phase. So for this, we gotta roll a d6 for damage. All right, not terrible. So we do 1 damage. 1 to 3 for the airships is damage. So, actually, I guess we got the factory damage markers. So we should probably use those. And there we go. It's not a 5, that's a 1. Oops. All right, so that's that. Oh, and we have to roll the anti-aircraft defense, of course, on a 1. See if he survives or not. That's a 12. So thankfully he does. So again, technically this happens on the non-combat, but I like to just do it now so I don't forget. So with the rest of his movement, he'll go 4, 5, and he'll land in southern Greece. All right, so the other main battle we'll have has 2 parts. So we will be amphibiously assaulting with several units into Constantinople. I imagine he is going to want to scramble his pre-dreadnought and his torpedo boat. I mean, in this situation, I feel like you might as well anyways. So we'll assume that these are going to scramble out. So we will have a screening force that will do battle with them. So that will consist of, excuse me, the 2 British torpedo boat destroyers that are already in M7. The torpedo boat destroyer that's in I4, which will move 1, 2, 3. And join them. And these 2 torpedo boat destroyers that are in M1, which will move 1, 2, 3. So we'll go ahead and resolve this first. We might as well before we get to anything else. Excuse me. With the cough today. All right, so these will be at 4. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 5 British torpedo boat destroyers. And then defending, the Ottomans will have a torpedo boat destroyer at a 4 and a pre-dreadnought at 7. So we'll go ahead and roll out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 our dice or attacks first. So 5 at 4. So that's 3 hits, so that's the hits we needed. Perfect. Then he has 1, which will be the green one for the pre-dreadnought, rolling at 7. And this greenish yellowish dice will be for the torpedo boat destroyer at a 4. Ah, not bad. So they get 2 hits on the way out, but that's still a success for us. So we've cleared the sea zone, so the amphibious assault can go ahead. And we'll mark a Diplo for that. Naval battle. Where did I? Oh, right there. There we go. Alrighty. So those guys will just be parked there. Then for the amphibious assault itself, I have a bunch of units. So this battle cruiser and regular cruiser, they will move 4 spaces, or well, 3 spaces, 3 or 4, doesn't really matter, but 3 spaces with the boost from the major dockyard they have, 1, 2, 3, to do offshore bombardment. We are going to have this cruiser, which has a boost as well from the major port in Aden, will move 1, 2, 3, so could reach even without the boost, but to do bombardment as well and join them. This pre-dreadnought will come out of port in western or eastern Egypt. We'll move over a space to join them. The pre-dreadnought that's already in the space will bombard. The cruiser that's already in this space will bombard as well. And then we will have this transport. We'll bring the commander from southern France, who will have as one of our commanders we're designating as effective, which you do before combat. Our other commander that we'll designate as effective will keep him in Picardy. And actually, while I'm up here quick, I forgot about that, we'll do an attrition attack. It's a little tangent, but we'll do that quick. Ooh, close but nothing. Okay. With the 2 artillery from Picardy into Belgium. So nothing there, but he will be effective. So the one at the first fleet, he won't be effective this turn. All right, so back to this. So yeah, so he'll pick him up, and then the transport with the boost can move 3, so he can reach. He'll move 1, 2. On the way there, he'll pick up an infantry unit and the cavalry unit. Move into that space to amphibiously assault. And then these 3 transports that also have the boost from the port in Aden will move 1, 2, 3 to that sea zone. On the way, they will pick up the infantry in the Idrisid Emirate of Asir. They will pick up 3 infantry from eastern Egypt. And we'll have 2 infantry. Yep. And then 2 infantry from Thessaly. All right, so that's all the movement and how that's going to play out. So now we'll go ahead and roll things out. see how things pan out. So we got the transports, don't have any attack value. Infantry on the first round will all be at a 1. That will be there. These 3 cruisers will bombard at 2. 2 pre-dreadnoughts at 3, and the battle cruiser at 3. This infantry will be at a 1, and the cavalry's not attacking 1 because he doesn't offload in the first round, and so technically he's still on the ships. With the commander as well, and 2, he's paired with the commander, so he wouldn't attack anyway. Oh, I think the Austrians forgot their commander down here. Good old Conrad von Hotzendorf. Anyway, we'll make a little side note, make a little circle for that. First, though, before we do our bombardment, he is gonna get first strike hits with his coastal artillery up to 3 shots at a 3. So we'll go ahead and roll that out. So 1 miss. Shot number 2. Miss. And shot number 3. And a miss. Perfect. So now we can go ahead and do our bombardments. Our first strike. So we have 3 cruisers, as I said, which will be at 2. And then here, we'll grab some green dice. Why not? And then the 3 that will be at 3. We'll go ahead and roll those out. Where'd the other black dice go? Oh, wait, that's weird. I was wondering what happened. Okay, that was quite bizarre. Never seen that happen. But anyways, we didn't get any hits. Yeah, misses all around, which surprising, but that's fine. So then in the first round of combat, we'll have 1, 2. Well, here, so we better grab the Ottoman units that are defending. So we'll have 2 that normally are at a 4, but they get the +1 from the city, so they're at a 5. Then the militia that's at 2 normally, but it'll be at a 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll be at 1. So we'll go ahead and roll those out. So we get 1 hit. So he would probably lose his militia. Well, not probably, definitely. He would lose his militia. Then he gets 2 at 5, and the militia at 3. So he gets 2 hits, which are double casualties, so that's 4 casualties we have to take. So we take 1, 2, 3, 4. Those guys are gone. We'll press the attack, so now we have 3 at 1 or 2, sorry, because now the commander and the cavalry will be in the battle. So 3 at 2. No hits. He gets 2 at 5. No hits. And then we'll press the attack one final round. So we have 2 at 2. So one more hit. So nice, but not uh, quite what we needed. So the Ottomans hold on, but yeah, barely. Alrighty, so because that battle ended and we lost the battle, these infantry technically die. The commander just goes back onto the ship, I believe, with the cavalry. If we have to roll for the commander, I don't think you do on the cavalry, but I think they just retreat back onto the ships, as I said. Alrighty, so that's that. Yeah, and then this Ottoman infantry goes back into Constantinople. So definitely wish I would have taken it, and I definitely should have by all accounts. If even one of these bombarding ships, which I had more than enough, should have hit, but just got diced. But I'm not too worried about it. Um, yeah, the Ottomans are definitely, or should be, hopefully finished, but we shall see. All right, otherwise that's it for combat. Non-combat, we'll have this transport that's in port in Northern Ireland will come out of port. He'll pick up an infantry unit and an artillery from the British Midlands. He'll go ahead and drop those off into Picardy. And then he'll go into port in, yeah, British Midlands. The ship that was in port in the British Midlands, that'll be strategic naval moved from there in the English Channel. 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. We'll leave him at sea. This artillery and this infantry in Quebec will load onto there. These 3 infantry in London will walk over into the British Midlands as well. Okay, so it should be 9, 10, 11, and 12. There we go. Otherwise, I think that's it for non-combat. Yep, that should be good. So just place units now. So we'll build our airship over in London. Build our 3 infantry over in London. We can get them in there. There we go. The Italian mountain infantry that will lend lease as we did before from London, minor shipyard in Normandy, yada yada, down into northern Italy. The colonial that will go down in Benares, so we won't be missing a garrison there anymore. Actually, these supplies instead, we'll just use that to buy a militia instead in the British Midlands. This artillery will walk down. This seaplane over here will take off a map. We'll fly back into northern England. This our infantry unit will build down in eastern Egypt. And this artillery unit we will build in London. Alrighty, otherwise that's it for the British turn. Didn't gain any territories. I don't think we have any wartime bonuses. No. Alright, so we collect 36 IPPs. Plus our wartime income. Which I don't. There you go. Some kind of tan dice. Hey, just like the Russians, not bad. So we get another 11 IPPs. Another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11. So 47 IPPs to spend next turn. So not bad. Otherwise, that's it for us, and we can hand things on over to the Austro-Hungarians.